If you are trying to increase the overall quality of your stream or videos, having a great looking webcam can do just that. With a few simple adjustments to your setup and camera settings, you can greatly improve the overall quality of your webcam. In this video, I'm about to give you 5 tips to make your webcam go from looking like this to looking more like this. Let's get started. Having a properly configured lighting setup is crucial for making your webcam look great. The best part is that you don't need an expensive or complicated lighting setup to make your webcam look a million times better. All you need is at least 2 lights. I'll leave a few of my recommendations in the description below if you want to check them out, including the light I'm using right now. To get started, simply place them above eye level on each side of your camera so that they somewhat evenly light both sides of your face. If you want to add a slightly more professional look to your setup, you can put a backlight behind you to separate you from the background even more. This is a really simple lighting setup that works for pretty much anybody in any space. Now let's talk about settings for your webcam. We'll keep it simple with just 3 settings that will make the biggest difference in the overall quality of your webcam. First, you want to adjust your exposure so that your webcam is nor too bright or too dark. I recommend turning off any auto exposure as it will cause fluctuations in quality, and that's not really what you want. Second, adjust your white balance so that your colors are accurate and not too cool or too warm. You can use something such as a white background or a white card for this, or a piece of paper to get the white balanced, or you could even just go off of your skin tone, which is what I personally do. And finally, make sure that your camera is set to the proper resolution and also frame rate. This is typically going to be either 720p or 1080p resolution with a frame rate of 30 or 60. These settings will vary depending on your camera, but if possible, I recommend 1080p at 30 fps depending on your situation. But if possible, I recommend 1080p at 30 fps for most situations. Next up is color correction using filters. To do this, you simply want to right click on your webcam source, then add a color correction filter. From here, you can play around with the brightness, contrast, and saturation, and whatever other settings you want to mess with to get the desired look from your camera. If you want to add even more clarity to your webcam, you can add a sharpness filter to your webcam. Be sure to not add too much or your image will look too sharp, but a touch of sharpness can really go a long way. When adjusted properly, you can really squeeze a lot of extra quality out of even the most mediocre webcams. Creating a background is a great way to add depth and professionalism to your webcam. The easiest way to do this is by having a flat wall directly behind you. You may also want to position your camera so that it faces a corner, how I have mine. This allows you to add decor to 2 different walls and adds an extra feel of depth to the shot. Feel free to also experiment with backlights to really highlight yourself in the video and make yourself stand out. Creating a webcam background can be as simple as having a solid colored wall behind you, or as complex as having backlights, accent lights, and all kinds of decor of your choice. The important takeaway here is to have a clean looking professional background that really adds some character to your overall shot. At the end of the day, webcams are pretty limited when it comes to the amount of quality that they can produce when compared to a real camera. If you want your video to look truly professional, you should consider investing in a camera and the required accessories to use it as a webcam. This is what I have done recently and has really made my quality go up a lot. This will not only give you a higher quality image to start with, but also many advanced settings within the camera itself, such as aperture, which can give you that nice blurred background effect that many top creators seem to have. I'll leave a few of the commonly used cameras that are used as webcams in the description, as well as the one I'm using right now in this video, and it's more of a budget option, so it might be one you're interested in. If you have the money to spend, it really is necessary if you want the best possible quality for your streams and video.